right, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4. I'm gonna start at verse 25. It says, "My children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck."
Yeah, so basically, we're the Most High's children, the people that you see on the sign, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and we're basically suffering patiently. And they go, we keep. I mean, this word is something. When you're in this truth, you hear it constantly and constantly, because we have to endure. We have to get. We gotta be. Basically like a punching bag for a time, but then it's gonna come a time when we're gonna be the person that's doing the punching and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we basically have to endure these afflictions. But then there's going to come a time, like the brother was saying later in that verse, that we're going to tread on our enemies. You know what I'm saying? And that's the so-called white man in the other nations.
Right, you gotta be humble, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because something ain't going your way or nothing, you can't come out here and just take it upon yourself to want to try to go do something, man. Because there's consequences for that. Because we're not in our bullshit, man. We're not in our power, man. All right. So yeah, we sit out here, we come out here weekend, we gotta teach you about the so-called white man being the devil and all that, man. And people look at us like, damn, why y'all just talking? Why don't y'all do something to uplift your community? What the hell you think we doing right now, man? And we're doing it patiently, man. Because you got these crackers that walk past laughing at us, pointing, giggling and all that. That shit don't even mean nothing, man. Because the same way they laughing at us now, like the scripture just said, man, we going to tread upon their neck, man. All right? When their destruction is coming, man. So if you know those things, you're supposed to be patient, and endure to the end, man. It says, he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved, man. Then you have these churches out here teaching that they've been saved for 30, 40 years, man. How do you know that, man? You don't know that. That's something these crackers taught you, man. And you go and take it and run with it, man. When all these churches come from over there in Europe anyway, man, right where them crackers came from, man. They bought the whole system right over here in America, man. And what you niggas do follow right after it, man. Why? Because you love your damn oppressor, man. Your enemy, man.
How was it, Matthew? No, me.
It says my delicate, verse 26 says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of their enemies. And there goes that word enemies again. All right? Got his delicate ones. Who's his delicate ones, man? It's talking about the people inside, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man. You're his delicate ones. You're his children, man. All right? You were taken off as a flock. All right? Taken off as a flock by your enemies. So therefore, you have to know who your enemy is, man. And your enemy is the same one that brought you over here. And if you have any type of common sense, and they always show you that they're your enemy by showing you the slavery movies and all that, man. But you niggas want to love them, man. That's your buddy, man.
Yeah, then also, you niggas want to get mad at the fact that you're saying that you was in slavery. I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying you want to pretend like it never happened, like
yeah, and Steve Harvey.
He hit that pretty hard, didn't he?
Y'all gonna get hit pretty hard.
Jesus. So Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Who's the poor in spirit right now, man? Who's the poor in spirit right now, man? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Why are you poor in spirit? Because first of all, you don't know who you are. You don't know where you're coming or going, man. You have no hope right now, especially 2/3, man. You poor in spirit. Because if you knew the things that we out here telling you, man, your confidence level will raise to the roof, man. All right?
Yeah, like the scripture says in Revelation, book of Revelation, I know thy tribulation, I know thy
That's not how it works.
yeah, I know thy works and tribulation, but thou art rich. That's
right.
talking about because we're rich in the knowledge. We're the ones who have the oracles of the Most High, right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
It says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted."
That's right. Because right now we mourning, man. We're not happy. We're not in a happy state. We're not in our kingdom, man. So we mourning, but guess what? We're going to be comforted, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to comfort us, man. And one way he's comforting us right now is through these words, man, that we have in these scriptures, man. That's the comforter right there, man. Not that guy from Tazadakia. He's not no damn comforter, man. He's a damn devil. All right?
So, yeah, he's like the fucking Israelite prosperity president dollar or something like that.
Yeah. That's right, man. That's right. Stealing people's money and shit.
It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth."
That's right, man. We're the meek, man.
Yeah,
All right.
the word meek is talking about like meat.
That's right. Guess what? Yo, matter of fact, and that's also a curse, man. Because we just said we're going to have to go to our enemies for once, for all our needs, man. Right? When we hungry, what we got to do? We got to go to the so-called white man. You want a house to live in, who you got to go to? The so-called white man. You need a loan from a bank. You need a loan. Where you got to go to? The so-called white man. All right?
Yeah, the curses, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You shall serve the enemy of hunger and thirst and nakedness and one of them.
That's right, man.
Going around there.
Psalms chapter 37 and 11. It says, "But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace."
That's right. The meek shall inherit the earth. The whole earth, man. That the Lord, first of all, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai made the earth for us anyway, man. But being as though we turned our back on him, guess what? He gave it into the hands of the wicked, man. All right? Do that one more time.
Psalms chapter 37 verse 11. It says, "But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace."
That's right. So we're going to delight ourselves in the abundance of peace. So it's going to be peaceful, man. We ain't going to be having to fight all these different wars, man. Fight these different battles. The only thing we're going to be doing is jacking up our slaves, man. Giving orders. You know? Relaxing. The same way these damn crackers doing right now. The elite of this society. The same way that they're well, first of all, they're not in peace, man. They fit for destruction. And that's all they do is cause destruction, man. You know? That's what they were made for. And their courses it ain't ran out yet because they still have 1,000 years of service slavery before they get totally done away with. Then they have completely ran their course. You know? But they still got a ways to go. But as far as their society, their kingdom, that's ran its course, man. You know? Any day now they can collapse this economy. And man, while me and the brother was coming to camp today, man, if you look around Philadelphia, man, you start to see more and more homelessness, man. Right? More and more homelessness. And it's not just you jakes, man. It's you damn crackers too, man. You go downtown, it's full of them. You know? But you going, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. You're going to start seeing more and more of those things, man.
Yeah, it's like I think in California, there's this place called like Skid Row where it's like, I mean, it's like a real place. I didn't really know about it. I thought that was just a term that people just use, but it's a real place. Where it's like for a certain amount of miles or whatever, blocks, it's just like homeless people, like tents. And, you know, people that's just homeless and, you know, going to soup kitchens and all that shit. And I mean, it's probably the same thing, basically, like up here, but like, say, like, you know, like in a, like, say, I guess, you know, they would go to the shelter at a certain time and then, you know, they got to be out, so it's like they're all spread out all over the place, but different parts. But I mean, it's going to be the same thing up here eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, the shelters are so packed, man. That's why you have a lot of dudes on the streets, man. But and not even just that, you have dudes that probably do really want to go into a shelter, but they can't get into one because it's so packed. You know. And what you going to do when once the soup kitchens are not able to feed you, man? Because they getting that food from somewhere.
Yeah, then also in Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying, you got a high, like if you live in Philly, well, I mean anywhere, I guess for that matter, you got a high level of like condemned houses or houses that nobody lives in. So a lot of times people just be fucking like squatters and shit.
That's right, man.
So you got a lot of people that's like I remember this one time I was coming from work on the bus and shit, and I heard this dude, I'm on like the 16. You know, and I heard this dude talking about, you know, why pay when you can just live somewhere for free and shit. So it's like he'll just be fucking squatting in somebody's house and shit like that.
That's
like, yeah, like my mom's a landlord, and one of her houses and shit, it was somebody that, because there was no tenant in the house or whatever, so it was vacant. So it was a dude that was fucking in there squatting and shit. I came over there to like cut the grass and shit, and I seen somebody fucking punch the hole through the fucking door. So I went in there and shit. You see like fucking cigarette butts all over the place. Like it looked like somebody had, you know, a chair posted up. They had a fucking extension cord running from the basement all the way up to the room and shit. And, you know, the TV looked like, you know, somebody was just squatting there and shit. So, you know, that goes on a lot.
Right, man.
This is a song. It's like in Matthew chapter 5, verse 6. It says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled."
That's right, man. So it's talking about hunger after righteousness, man. That's talking about this knowledge, these scriptures, man. If you hunger after these scriptures, you're going to go out and look and see. And guess what? You're going to be filled. You're going to be filled. How you going to be filled? You're going to be filled with the knowledge, man. It's not a natural hunger, man. All right? Well, I'm not Salak. It's not a physical hunger, man. It's a spiritual hunger. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, because like, you know, before I even came into this truth, it's like something in my spirit, you know, that made me want to like just you know, do like, you know, when I see the condition of my people, ever since I was a little kid, you know, I just noticed all this stuff. Like, why are my people like this? I wanted to you know, figure something out. Like, you know, I remember like when I was younger and shit, my mom used to read me like them fucking Black History books and all that stuff. And, you know, like stories of like Malcolm X and all that shit. And it's just like I wanted to, you know, save my people, contribute to their upliftment and betterment and all this. I wanted to do the right thing. I didn't want to be like a nigga basically, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but eventually I came to the truth. I'm just like, damn, yo, I can't. When I heard like the elders and apostles and the Bible being broken down, I'm like, damn, I never heard nobody break the Bible down to like this and use, you know, the so-called my people and all this. So I'm like, damn. That's crazy. Like, you know, I have to get myself together. I have to, you know, it wasn't like a choice or something like that. It's like somebody had you know, a knife to your neck or something. Like that's the way the urgency. You know, I felt like I had to get myself together.
Then it ain't like well, yeah, like the brother said, man. He said his mom used to read him like, you know, he used to see stuff about Malcolm X and all that. I remember coming up around Easter time when they used to show the greatest story ever told about your Howard Shaw, man. That's who I wanted to be like, man. I'm like, damn, this dude, man, he be all that, man. He the truth, man. You know? And then he was humble, like, in the things that he could do, man. That like always stuck out to me. That's who I always wanted to pattern myself after, man. You know? And like Solomon too, man. I would always like Solomon a lot too, man, because you know he got that wisdom or whatever. You know, he ain't want no riches and all that, man. But the Lord gave it to him by spiritual, you know, knowledge-wise and physical riches, man. You know. So the Lord, man, just like the brother said, man, we wanted to save our people, man. How I was doing that, coming out here on the highways and byways, getting that knowledge and teaching, and it's up to them to get it, right? Like we can't save them. Only thing we can do is you can lead a horse to water, man. You can't make him drink, man. You know? And we can sit out here and tell you that, you know, your Howard Shaw's coming back with the heavenly angels and all that. And if you don't believe it, man, that's on you. You ain't want to eat. You know?